So I had a question come in on TikTok, and this person says, what are some examples of ways to give pause to your momentum? How do you hook into the flow in a recognizable way? I'm looking for heuristics, something recognizable that can help me say, oh, this is a good place to pause and take it in. Let my heart bring me forward in good time. The writing is very small there. I'm struggling with that. So, heuristics, that's a good word, isn't it? Took me a minute to remember what that actually meant. It's to do with, tangible, you can feel it in your body. So this was in response to a question, was it a question? It was something I was talking about to do with pausing and putting the pause in. And that pausing the momentum of existence is a great thing to do. So the trick with pausing is to remember to do it. That's the whole thing. It's like we go unconscious and then we get caught up on the momentum, and I'm just going to do the next thing. I've just got to finish this next email. Then I've got to go and do this other thing, light the fire, wash the dishes, then this other email, then fix that thing on the website, then call this other person, and so on and so on. And then we get to the end of the day and there was no pause at all. So what you're trying to do is find a way of getting around that unconsciousness so that you do pause, so that you can pause and break it up. So one way I suggest is to set a little timer. I'd suggest this for on the meditation training, but it's a good thing to do anyway. Set a little timer for an hour and a half, no more than that. Like not 2 hours, not 3 hours, an hour and a half, an hour and 15 is good. Every hour is probably too soon because you'll get sick of it. And the alarm is to remind you to pause. The alarm is kind of to remind you this is an illusion, it's not real, there's a deeper reality going on inside you. That's what the alarm is for. And every time it goes off, if you can pause, if you can stop, even for an instant, and just drop everything, you'll feel that in your body for sure, but you'll also feel the build-up of momentum. Because when the alarm goes off, particularly if you're in the middle of something very important, you'll be like, I don't want to pause, I don't want to stop. In the meditation training, it's like, I don't want to meditate. God, I haven't got time. I'm too busy with all this other stuff. I haven't got time for it. And that's kind of how momentum works. We keep going. So a little timer, either on your watch or your phone or something, every hour and a half is a great way of breaking up the momentum, There are other ways you can do it as well. Like if you're watching a movie and it gets to the climatic bit, movies in 3 acts, and the kind of big climactic scene is usually about 10 minutes from the end. And when you can feel it coming, just pause it. Just pause the movie and feel the momentum, Feel the momentum. If you've cooked a meal or you're about to have a meal and you're at that point where you're about to tuck in, just pause. And you'll feel the momentum of it's going. Or driving, if you're driving somewhere. I find this one particularly hard. Once I start driving, I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop until I get where I'm going. Now if that takes me, if it's 5 hours, well, I probably will stop if it's 5 hours. But, generally I don't like to stop. So that's a good thing to do, is to just pull over for no reason. Once it's safe, pull over for no reason and just pause. It's not something that is going to come naturally, because we're naturally inclined to keep going with the momentum, because this is a momentous kind of existence. It's designed to be interesting, it's designed to be captivating, and one of the ways that keeps it all going is momentum. So, those are some of the ways you can break up momentum and you can feel it in your body.